At 2 in the morning, Ethan called and asked me to bring a box of Trojan ultra-thin condoms to his Tribeca penthouse. Watching my soaked shirt cling to my skin, the man's voice was low and dangerous.
Damn, who made you this obedient?
I handed the convenience store bag to Ethan, who was leaning against the doorframe.
The ultra-thin you asked for.
As he took it, he deliberately brushed his calloused thumb across my knuckles, a seductive smile flickering in his eyes.
She's not here yet. Why don't we try one first?
As I froze, he let out a low laugh.
Kidding. I set up a blind date for you next Wednesday. You've been with me all these years. I don't want to do you wrong. You'll go, right?
Ethan spoke in a consultative tone, but his eyes carried a casual, unspoken pressure. This wasn't about not doing me wrong at all. He was clearly afraid his first love, Serena, would find out about our relationship when she returned, so he wanted to get rid of me before then. My curled fingers suddenly tightened. I forced myself to stay calm and lifted my face.
Just send me the address.
Noticing the distance in my tone. Ethan's brows knitted almost imperceptibly, but only for a split second. Rainwater dripped from my hair onto my collarbone, so cold it made me shiver.
It's getting late. I should go.
Wait.
I trembled as I spoke. Ethan walked into the living room. When he came back out, he had a Burberry cashmere wrap in his hands. He wrapped me up tightly, leaving only my rain-misted eyes exposed. In my flustered state, I looked up to thank him and crashed into his suddenly darkened gaze. His Adam's apple rolled. Suddenly, he spoke.
Don't leave tonight.
I froze, instinctively answering.
But isn't someone else coming?
Before I could finish, he cut me off. He tapped my crown with his knuckle, impatience threading his voice.
You actually believe that? You think I'm some cheating bastard who sleeps around? All these years, Claire. Who else have I had besides you?
Ethan carried me to the bed. Lost in passion, he leaned down by my ear.
This is the last time. Serena is coming back. I don't want her to suspect anything between us, so be a good girl and go on that blind date.
He finally spoke the truth. I bit down hard on his shoulder in fury. Ethan's stamina was simply unbelievable for a man in his 30s. The saying that men go downhill after 30 didn't apply to him at all. Until the morning light filtering through the curtains had turned white, did he finally stop and head to the bathroom. As the sound of running water filled the room, I picked up my clothes and went to the guest bedroom. This was our unspoken arrangement. Ethan was a light sleeper and didn't like anyone beside him. So for 5 years, no matter how exhausted I was, I would always drag my last bit of strength to the guest bedroom afterward. The next day, I woke up to find it was already past 9. When I rushed downstairs after washing up, I happened to see Ethan returning from his workout. He wore a white tank top, his shoulder and back muscles defined and powerful.
I asked Mrs. Henderson to save you some breakfast.
I'm going to be late for work. I still need to catch the subway.
Ethan raised an eyebrow.
I can drive you.
I was putting on my shoes at the entryway and blurted out without thinking.
No, today's when they announce my promotion. If any colleague sees me getting out of the CEO's car, I won't be able to explain it away even if I had 10 mouths.
Ethan's hand paused as he twisted open the water bottle cap. The air suddenly went still for a moment. A moment later, he scoffed lightly.
Whatever.
Before I left, Ethan called out to me and handed me a business card.
Your blind date for next week.
A buzzing sound rang in my ears, dragging me back to reality. A night of sex had almost made me forget. The reason I'd agreed to bring him condoms last night was that I'd wanted to end this 5-year physical relationship. I was afraid he'd think I would cling to him, the sharp edges of the thick stock pressing painfully into my palm. My nose clogged slightly, and I gave a low hum.
I'll go.
Over the years, I would stay at Ethan's Tribeca apartment every weekend. At first, I always carried large bags full of clothes and countless skincare bottles. He found it troublesome, so he had someone install a mirrored vanity table in the master bedroom just for my things. That day before leaving, I packed all the cosmetics and skincare products into my suitcase. As I did all this, Ethan leaned quietly against the doorframe watching me, his eyes unreadable, until I finished packing and said goodbye to him.
Goodbye. From now on, we're just boss and employee.
Seeing through my concerns, Ethan let out a light scoff.
Relax. I'm not going to sabotage your career.
Running all the way, I finally reached the Sterling & Co. office building before 10.
Claire, congrats in advance. After you become creative director, don't forget us little people who had your back.
My colleague Zoe, uncharacteristically generous, treated me to a blue bottle latte.
The result isn't announced yet.
She scoffed.
Stop being modest. Among everyone who applied, you have the longest tenure and the most major campaigns under your belt. Besides, everyone in this office has seen how hard you've worked all these years. You getting this promotion is what everyone wants.
I stopped being modest and said to her with a smile,
If I get the promotion, I'm taking you to Noview, my treat.
With 3 minutes left until 10, I had checked my company email countless times. I was so nervous that I ran to the restroom 3 times until I opened the email and that bold black line jumped out at me. With a thunderous roar, my mind went completely blank. Zoe rushed over. After seeing the result, she blurted out,
"You didn't get that promotion?"
Dozens of gossiping, pitying, and mocking stares locked onto me, until HR Director Diana walked in with someone, drawing everyone's eyes to the door.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce Serena Van Borm. She has an MBA from Wharton and is Mr. Blackwell's personal appointee as our new creative director.
The moment I looked up, my breath suddenly stopped. The girl wore a sharply tailored white suit, her blonde hair loosely pinned back, revealing a slender, pale neck. She looked exactly like the person in the photo I'd seen tucked inside Ethan's wallet. It was like having a terrible cold. My nose was completely blocked, my mind utterly blank. I was being pushed forward mechanically by a heavy force. The walk to Ethan's office wasn't long, but I had to keep wiping tears from my eyes. Many people passing by stared at me, but I couldn't care less about the humiliation. I knocked on the office door.
Come in.
And Ethan's usual cold voice came through. I stood there with red-rimmed eyes, and the moment I spoke, tears started falling.
Why?
He didn't even look up, his fingers still swiping on the tablet.
What?
There were so many positions in this company. Why did Serena have to take the promotion I worked 5 years for?
Ethan finally looked up from his files, his tone as casual as if discussing something trivial.
She wanted creative.
Just because she wanted it, you could take away 5 years of my hard work?
It wasn't that he didn't know in order to get that promotion. I had taken the West Africa assignment that nobody else wanted. I even caught dengue fever there, and almost never made it back. Ethan stood up and walked over to me, looking down from above, his eyes devoid of any warmth.
Claire, this is the real world. I'm the one who makes the rules here.
I just wanted fairness. Is that too much to ask?
Fairness?
As if I'd hit his funny bone, Ethan let out a low laugh.
You're talking to me about fairness? Why don't you go ask those Wharton and Stern graduates who interviewed the same year as you? Don't they deserve fairness too? You enjoyed the perks of power, but never questioned them. Now you come crying to me about fairness? Claire, let me make something very clear.
He leaned in a step closer, the coolness of his breath almost touching my face.
If it weren't for our physical relationship over the years, someone from a no-name state school like you wouldn't have even passed Sterling's HR screening.
Ethan's words hit my face like a stinging slap, burning my cheeks so hot that even breathing hurt. I suddenly understood. For 5 years, I'd worked hard, tried to prove myself, never once trying to use my relationship with Ethan for career advancement. But I couldn't change the fact that I'd gotten into Sterling through him in the first place. I truly had no right to talk about fairness. So, I was going to resign.